Hello and good morning. So, this actually might be a little bit of a shorter one today, just because general time constraints. So, I was asking last time, I was just kind of wondering whether the Trishula was the final, decent one-handed spear, and it looks like no. There's actually two of the spear books I didn't have on that save file yet. The Spear Enchilada and the Axe, Spear, and Hammer book. So, the Axe, Spear, and Hammer, I believe, is in one of the temples, which is how I ended up getting it on this one. And then the Spear Enchilada is over in the, what was it, the Hanuga Headwater, I think, in Farampa. So, long story short, this is what you need. This is actually on a different save file that got bizarrely broken due to a situation that I'm not even sure how I ran into. So, normally, I mean, this is already at Coda. Normally, by this point, given all the rest of the books that are available, you'd think, by some means or another, I'd have the Gem Codex. But anyway, somehow I ended up completely missing it. No idea how. Everyone's almost level 40 here. Kind of a weird layout in general. And already to the point of getting Yuria over here. Is it Yuria or Luria? I think it's Yuria. Yeah, because it would have to be capitalized. Actually, one thing that I found kind of funny. So I was recently looking over the TV Tropes page. Apparently, Rudlam's actually a plot character. Not like a plot character, but I mean, like, he showed up in the series before. Let me see. It doesn't... Don't know if it actually tells you that. Is there anything else I wanted to show here? I think so. Oh yeah, I wanted to take a look at the Necromancer's skills, see if anything was new here, though this guy's pretty low level, so yeah, nothing's really different at the low level. One of these cases where I picked this guy up and never actually leveled him up, so I'll end up doing that later. Probably just end up picking up one of those in Palace of the Dead on that main file there. Kind of using this one as my, I kept having this back and forth thing where I was transferring the file back and forth from the PSP to my computer, and like, moving it back and forth, and which one's making more progress today, and it's a whole pain, so I just decided to go and follow up and try to find a older save file. And this is, yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to show in this one. This is actually the one that, that was with 0 incapacitations, or anything else. Let's see what it was. Yeah, so no chariots, no deceased units, no incapacitated units. That's what was going on here. So this is the file that I thought I had overwritten or something else. Actually, there was another part to this challenge as well, because in base game the idea was not to use any knights or archers, so basically I was using Amazons as archers. I had this guy's kind of a dual purpose type situation, and that Damascus blowgun, or bowgun, didn't really do a whole lot of good for him, though. And then the rest were just berserkers, and their whole thing was just using Sanguine over and over to just pummel everything into submission. This worked reasonably well. His bowgun rarely worked. Their stuff was sometimes effective. They mostly relied on the kill moves. She had a tendency to almost get knocked out a lot, and then had 2 healers to keep everyone going. Had a unit in there for monster units, Abram in there for countering some of the heavy melee guys. What's funny is, in a lot of the cases, they can't actually wear this stuff, but they still have what they were wearing before. Anyway, alright, and here we are back at the other save file. Nothing's changed as far as these guys go. I don't have that guide up anymore. Basically, I just wanted to make sure that I was seeing what I was seeing, so this is going to be 7. I'm probably just going to skip that, go straight to 8. As I understand, it was floor 10 is going to be the main next one. So Balder bows and stuff I'm still going to keep around. Yeah, there was a whole discussion yesterday on 200 crossbows, and kind of made me thinking, like, why am I still using Valkyrie with her single-handed one? I think I had a heavy two-hander that I brought along. Yes, that's pretty good. Because they are... I've been... that file I was showing earlier, I have a way farther version of that one. And what I did once I applied this mod to it, just stuck in. What are we doing throwing our bottle on the ground, little one? So, what I did was I went and basically got 3 rogues together. Gave them all heavy crossbows, and then just basically had them go and sneak around the back all the time. They were so ungodly good. Like, their whole thing is just like a flank assassin unit. And if they all take the same kind of move at the same time, like, even if you have to go and shoot at a random piece of scenery to make sure they don't, like, end up taking their turns at different times, you can just basically have these 3 that go around and then just eliminate a unit every round. It's fantastic. So 3 kind of seems to be the magic number as far as I'm concerned. I mean, 4 seemed like there was just 1 left over, so didn't end up following through on that one. Alright, so we're actually going to pop her in, probably instead of Tammuz, to show that off. What else? Replace Caffeine with Daza. Oh, hi over there! Bro, this baby's hilarious. She's like smiling and coughing at the same time. Let's get Volker in here. That's looking alright. Go with this. Oh yeah, so I was actually trying to get at it last time, but when I went to the TV tropes page, I was just kind of trying to. I had read somewhere that there was something more to Rudlum there. So apparently, let's see here. Yeah, Rudlum in the Palace of the Dead is the villain Albaleo from the original Ogre battle, it says. Apparently just changing bodies. So apparently dude's a bad guy? I don't know. Says nothing's known about his past. I don't know where you're supposed to find that out. They say it's in the manual. I'm assuming they mean in the Warren report. So, I don't know. Now, what are we looking at map-wise here? Like corridors, those guys are going to be pretty ineffective. They're going to take a while to arrive, maybe 3 turns till they get here. That's impassable, but they've got... yeah, that's not going to do anything. Oh, and apparently this is slow again. In that case, let's see. Probably start taking out these ones. Actually, better yet, take out this this ghost. Actually, there was another thing discussed yesterday. There was... Oh yeah, you can take it. I wasn't sure if he'd be able to one-shot it. There was one thing that was discussed yesterday that I was super excited about. That was apparently the inclusion of a no-chariot version. That sounds pretty darn cool. He was saying as soon as he figures out how to remove it. And apparently that would come with the ability to go and get guaranteed drops on a lot of the rare drops. So all your Shidrins and things like that. The only issue with that, though, the guaranteed drops, okay, that works. Only issue is if, you know, an NPC gets to it first, which I guess is really something that's always been there anyway, now that I think about it, so it's not even a real issue. Because that used to be the case in KOL as well, and then you would basically go redo the fight and, well, pummel the ever-loving crap out of that particular NPC, and then you would back and go from there. I'm sure other people did that too. Like, dang it, I just went through an hour-long fight, and this dickhole over here stole my friggin' Peregrine coat. Yeah. Stay here, I think. Zombies will take 1 billion years to arrive. So, another thing that I found out is, well, I'm either going to be swapping save files again, or I'm going to have to go back and do a different route for this one, because as I understand it, I can do up to a certain point and get the neutral story events, and apparently a couple extra things, based on the characters that are alive in the Warden Report right now, but I won't be able to do a lot of the Coda stuff. So I'm probably going to end up going back and going the Law route or something like that. I picked up Ocean in that other save file I was showing. Since apparently, you just have to be on Law, and you have to go back and have Yoon in there. As long as Yoon apologizes and says he'll totally let her kill him, then then she's all well and good to join you. Mostly just based off the logic of, you know, it's a war, everybody's got to follow through whether they want to or not, it's just kind of the nature of things, which is true. Kind of how it goes. Now, if the chariot ends up getting removed and stuff like that, there's one feature. I think I've only actually seen it done in Silent Storm. I don't see how this would work, I don't see how it's possible, I'm just throwing that out there. So I'm assuming this would be a whole, like, technical non-happening, but... Well, hi there. Are we having difficulties with our breakfast? So I'm assuming this is a whole technical non-happening, like I was saying, but there was a feature in Silent Storm where basically if you had to go in retreat, you had to bring all of your surviving units over to the edge of the map. Which I know that would kind of throw the whole balance of everything off, but at least for a challenge run I'm going to end up doing that at some point. Or at least that's how I'm going to probably end up playing it. Because how exactly are you scooping everybody up off the ground? Like I said, not actually seeing how that would be feasible from an implementation perspective. But man, it would be cool if it happened. And I like this music. Hey, you know what? This is really not bad. I really appreciate how much more reasonable this is. Yeah, friggin' vanilla game, Palace of the Dead. Good luck if you didn't bring a Dragoon. That guy, I hope you like doing 5 damage to everything. I mean, I know they're dragons, but still. Game balance, you know? Plus, I mean, these things, they're kind of like Komodo dragons with wings. I don't even know from a evolution perspective why they have wings, because they can't frickin' fly. So, what gives? And they sort of glide a little bit? I mean, is it just for showing off? Like, are they like peacocks? They're the local equivalent of peacocks? I don't know. Down here. Yeah, I apologize. I don't know why it sometimes lags, sometimes doesn't. 70, and that's just without even Baldur stuff. Speedstar. She's not going to make terribly good use of her stuff right now. I mean, obviously this is not an ideal situation for a sneaking squad, but I just want to have her in there. Keep it key. Oh well. Up and instill Frost on her because I want her taking up her halberdier role. Should be told Fulkert isn't doing a fantastic job being here either. Wait a sec, that is the wrong kind of leaf. Actually, you know what, forget it. You don't even need a leaf, you're fine. All good. Welcome to Lagtown. Can I take your order, please? That'll do. every time I see Pyroclasm, I'm freaking expecting to see, oh, what the hell, the friggin' Satros show up. I don't know if you've ever played Golden Sun, but his whole deal was this move that you couldn't really get in the first game. You ended up being able to get it in the second Golden Sun, but this guy shows up with this, you get like Volcano, and I think like Volcano 2 or something, and it's just like this fire eruption that comes up out of the ground, hits a guy, and then he comes in with one called Pyroclasm that's like the same thing, except it's a whole bunch of them, and you get this cool like matrixy zooming around in slow motion effect. So cool. There was no way that a GBA game should have been so freaking cool. Wish it's Storia, huh? Yeah, regarding yesterday's crossbow conversation, personally, I'm still... I love the option of having that assassin squad and my other team there. Like, to keep them around as kind of snipers, you just bring them along and just take a guy out every turn. Personally, I prefer having skirmishers, but the option is very solid. Yeah, let's see about stunning you. Apparently everybody decided to have a party here. Cat decided to show up. Baby's over here, like, no, I don't want one baby bottle, I want a different one. There's like milk bottle and food bottle. Gets different times. I know, I'm ready for my second bottle here. I need that other thing. Okay, that is just short of killing him. What about this? Oh, not in any danger of taking a turn, so probably just that on this guy. There's so many dragons here. Right. Smack him around. That didn't give him any points. Well, kinda hoping by some weird logic that would end up charging him up to the point of being able to go check the guy on the other side. Such luck. Yeah, probably you. This is pretty easy. Just appreciate that, especially zombie dragons in general are just to deal with. They weren't challenging, they were just, you know, screw you, I'm invincible kind of thing. Right, that went well. Kind of funny because I was talking to somebody the other day. Oh wait, you're... wrong one. Okay. I mixed up which rogue she was. Shot on him. But your accuracy sucks on that sludge. Alright. Gonna drop a heal trap over here in case anyone needs it. That's a very nice, nice ability to have. So that's one of the things they can set up really well. Like if you have a holdout situation, you drop a few heal traps, and people can just walk backwards and basically mass heal themselves. Very, very, very handy. Dragon pile. Every time I see Judgment here, I don't know if anyone, well, anyone who would be looking at this, would be like 4 or 5 people that actually apparently look at this, has ever watched or played or anything of the Yakuza series. There's this one dorky song that they love putting in there over and over, like pop song or whatever. That's just this horrible English song called Judgment. I'm hearing that in my head every time that comes up. Great. Like, they make this whole big thing. It's like, here's this, you know, friggin' mafia guy and everybody else, and they're just loving on this ridiculously cheesy song. That's Elton. He might get a move. Let's probably just drop one of these on there. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, over there? Oh man, that is gonna make for some nice AoE down there. Exercise. Jazzercise away this thing. Commentary by babies. And normally I do my recording a little bit before she wakes up. Today was not a possibility. Still wanted to get one out there. And figure this was a relatively inconsequential fight, so... log in tomorrow. Subscribers drop to 5. Not that there's really a whole lot on there right now anyway. But it will. Also, wow, I seriously put that trap down there for a reason, didn't I? Definitely time for you to just... Actually, no. Turn on Hopongo, let you heal yourself. Can you reach? No. Not Hopongo, Alcoholus. Do that. Implagranti is probably this one. See if it potentially one of those ones that's got all of its I'm gonna charm everybody moves. And there we go. Go heal yourself. Tell me that's not friggin' amazing. Basically just had a guy buff himself, heal himself, turn somebody, and retreat away from the front in one friggin' turn! Oh, I love it. Love the options. So friggin' good. So, it's a little funny. So, like I said, I was trying to figure out the logic behind a lot of the weird changes they had made. So, in the base game, I mean. So, anyways, I was going and watching this interview from a while ago, in which they were just going over how exactly they came up with with the concepts that they had and all that. What does this inflict? Sleep? Yeah, could do with some delay tactics here. And so, the hilarious part is, apparently this series exists because some random game show just kind of decided, well, let's have a game of chess with people in armor, and just have them all stand around, because, you know, Japanese game shows are crazy like that. And, yeah, so go figure, that's why we have the series now. The series, there was barely any games, but whatever, it's still a series, dang it. Oh, I completely forgot about that one. Yeah, let's drop those right there, I think. The one downside of booby traps is they don't trigger when they directly walk over them. I mean, you're kind of stuck with a limited pool of them, and they trigger only if they end their turn there. Over here, like, I want to eat, but I want to smile at the same time. Yeah, if little one gets actually upset, I'm probably gonna go and cut it and just do the rest of the fight in another part. But I think it's just kind of funny. Oh, we're gonna chuck that behind ourselves, huh? This is looking pretty nice. This is looking nicer, though. Perfect. I'm a little surprised how well this is going, to be honest. I think no reason it should be going this well. Set up a little bit of a trap here. He can't. Alright, whatever, do one of the... I'll trick him. I forgot that I didn't have Rampart Shadow on him. Times... Funny, because early into this run, I had never really bothered to use Juggernauts or Hoplites. And, yeah, my opinion's completely changed on him. Nice. We just use a regular heal here. And I'm aware that Voltaire needs some healing. I don't want to have her moving because I'm pretty sure these guys are going to end up a little bit dead soon, so I'd like to have them exercised before they're getting up and doing their stuff again. Thank you, Shanky Gremlin. You're a good friend. Probably level up down the road. Survive. His turn's coming up. I want to do, if I can you make this shot? Yes, somehow. Yep. So there's one run that I seriously want to do now. Which is basically just an item, well, a no-healer run. I was planning to basically do a thing where all of the healing would be entirely reliant on rogues. And that sounds really friggin' fun. Down the road anyway. As I understand, there's going to be a need to retest some of the early game. So, yeah, no, that sounds fun. Now I know I was already planning to do an Iron Man run of sorts. Go. Flash. Fearful. Yeah, I really want to use more stun wards on people. But, ended up, so far I've been using other skills instead. You need an Aegis. 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 Bunk. Card you can use. Might be able to get some pretty sweet shots from up here, however it is that you can actually jump up here. So I'll mention one thing real quick, before the mention of their accuracy comes up. Bear in mind they are essentially fighting a very dodgy target, firing straight at them, while they have a sidestep. So normally their accuracy is close to 70 to 80%. Which obviously could be improved with other items and abilities and such sort of thing, but I don't really see the point. Personally, I think they're fine as they are, and just like to give them accessories to make them hit a little bit harder, or make them take hits a little bit better, because they are still a little bit squishy, but if you keep them in sniping range, generally they're going to be alright. I think just damage is the yeah, no, damage is fine. Thanks again, Shanky Gremlin. Even if she ends up getting back up on her feet, that's not going to be a problem to take care of again. But he did successfully keep their main caster way in the back there. Darn, I was hoping for a crit. Can pick out that one. I'm aware, by the way, that I'm completely wasting a lot of his damage potential, but there's just certain targets I want gone right now. Won't move, but I want him petrified anyway. Why? Hell if I know. I'm sure I had a reason. Yeah, so 54 even when attacking a dodgy target up. Suppose I should probably go exercise that Amazon on the ground, huh? Wham. Love that move. Hoping for an item, but I'm not gonna get one. You are probably getting an alacrity ring, because what do you... yeah, Dynamite. One thing to mention, too, if you're using crossbow snipers, is, yeah, that whole high hit damage kind of thing. Personally, like I said, I think it works a little bit better once, works a little better when they're maxed out for damage. I mean, in general, it's easier to have something dead than worry about whether or not they can be healed. But that being said, since they're usually attacking from the back or sides, well, stuff generally tends to be a little bit more... I don't even know how to put that. User friendly? I don't know. That guy must have Rampart. No, that guy needs a Pyroclasm. Pyroclasm! Such a cool sounding word, too. Meditate. Need to anymore. There. Still kind of wondering. Oh, hi there, Roars. But yeah, still kind of wondering about Fulkert's sprite there. I think it matches. It matches his look. I think I'm still just getting used to it. It's like when I think Fulkert, I think Speed Knight. I think it's why it's a little weird to see him as all bulky. Not that the two are mutually exclusive, mind you, but... So. Alright, I guess I should probably have you finally go and actually heal someone. Get ready for that stumble. Stumble! Oh, alright, she actually managed to pull it off. There we go. There's that 80% I was talking about. Bye, Fulker. So he's not bound, but he's still functionally, like, super petrified. It's like a better version of Petrify, seriously. Like, instead of requiring only one thing to get rid of the effect, you know, looking at a situation where you have 3 different effects on the guy, and unless you've got that ability that clerics have, there's no way you're getting them out of that. Which I like. It also doesn't last a terribly long time. See if this fixes it. Okay. So he stopped really fast now. I haven't really run into that situation before, so I was kind of hoping FFT logic would apply, where time is just one relative stat. Oh crap, when did your check improve? Oh, rank 3 now? Yeah. Nice. I don't know when that improved, I don't even care. The skill is amazing. So another kind of funny thing I found when looking through the TV tropes page for this. Apparently there's one of the guys, apparently one of the Galgastani generals or whatever. As I understand it, they kind of have a thing where they want to go and just completely go full genocide on all the Wallister guys, but, well, apparently a bunch of their team members are actually part of that. I think just go area heal here. I'm ignoring the obvious exorcism, because I want the other guy to handle it. Oh wait, heal is 10 points, so yeah, I can go heal. I don't know why I expected anything different. Yeah. Oh, well, whoops. I played myself, thank you. I don't need anyone to beat me, I can do it just fine myself. How about you do stuff, or maybe you reach out a guy? Yeah, I can. Any loot for me? That is some nice loot. You just go in and snipe this guy while he's taking a nap. You absolutely can do so. Fantastic. Now this dragon can die, and that'll be almost dead anyway. Little stuff continues to say hi. That's fine. Doing still air on him anyway. There we are. Oh, so I went and I reread all the bits for Palace of the Dead and all that just to make sure there weren't any other doors. And according to what I found, yeah, there are no other weird door situations going on. But the main reason I thought so is because of the dead ends. Because there were cases where there were two doors and then it would just show a dead end.